Hello, this video is part 2 of multiplying algebraic expressions. Now we're moving into a more uh, difficult problem because now we are doing a binomial, 2 terms, times a trinomial, 3 terms. Notice I've color-coded some of the parts that where we're going to be putting the numbers. So the binomial will be, or the first one will be going on the left, 7n, and a plus 1. The orange one, which is the second one, will be going on the top, 5n squared plus 7n minus 2. And we will be multiplying kind of like the ones we did in part 1. This one times that one. We start by multiplying the numbers. So 5 times 7, 35. N times n squared would be n to the cubed. Whenever we multiply, we add the exponents on the letter. Next, we move on to the 7n times 7n. 7 times 7 is 49. N times n is n squared. And last but not least, we do the negative 2 times the 7n. Negative 2 times 7 is negative 14. The negative 2 does not have an n. The 7 does. We just bring it over. We repeat the same thing for the next row. If you notice, there is a 1 on the bottom row, which means we multiply everything times 1. Anything multiplied times 1 is the same thing. 5n squared. 7n times 1 is 7n. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. Now we have to extract the information, which I'll write over here. Take a look at the term with the highest exponent. That would be an exponent of 3. That's the only one. I cannot combine it with anything, so I will be moving it out. Next one. Which one is the second highest exponent? And there is a square, n squared. So these two terms have an n squared. We will be combining those two. 49 plus 5 would be 54 n squared. Again, we do not add the exponents whenever we are adding. We only increase the exponents whenever we are multiplying. Then we have to look at the one with the letter and no exponent. Negative 14 and 7 is negative 7n. And last but not least, we have the constant, which is negative 2. And this would be the answer. Using the same method, we can easily do a more challenging problem such as this one. It would be the same thing. Multiply 2n squared times everything at the top to get the first row, then 2n times everything at the top to get the second row, and so on. So we start with 2 times 6 is 12. N squared times n squared is n to the fourth. Whenever we multiply, we do add the exponents. 2 times 4 is 8, n cubed. We add the exponents. And the last one is negative 2n squared. Next row, 2 times 6 is 12. N times n squared is n cubed. 2 times 4 is 8, n squared. And the last one would be negative 2n. Again, the last row, everything multiplied times 1 is just the same. So we bring down the 6n squared, the 4n, and the minus 1. We will write out the answer. We will start off with the one with the highest exponent. In this case, the highest exponent is a 4. Therefore, we write 12n to the fourth out. Next highest is 3. We will be combining those two. 12 and 8, that's plus 20n cubed. The next highest is 2. Now this one we will be adding 3 different terms. 6, 8, and negative 2. That would give us positive 12n squared. Then we have negative 2n and 4n. That's a plus 2n. And at the end we have the negative 1, the constant. So one thing to notice is the exponents right there decrease by 1. That's a nice thing. And this would be the answer.